Hey, good morning. It is Tuesday, the 20th of February. We are now nearing the end of February. I hope you had a great day yesterday. Day off, slept in a little bit, did something fun, I hope. Read a book, maybe. Anyway, I hope yesterday was great. The weather was beautiful. I actually got out for a nice outdoor run, which was gorgeous, and sat on my back deck, which was great. So I hope you and read a bunch outside, which was really nice. So went for some walks with my wife. Anyway, it was a good day. I hope you did something fun and relaxing as well. Let's kind of dive in here. Not a ton today, so this is actually going to be pretty short overall. Let me just dive down here to the calendar. You've got our IXL diagnostics test so that today and tomorrow. So that's going to mess with our schedule a little bit, but it's going to allow us to make this IXL tool really sing for us. I mean, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be something that you're going to be able to do during your study halls in the evening, during math class, maybe as a bell ringer. It's going to continue on into the summer as a tool to kind of keep you sharp, right? Keep you sharp. And so, yeah, totally an amazing tool. And again, I'm super excited that we're adding English language arts. But anyway, you're going to start really getting the full horsepower of that after these diagnostic tests. So what these tests do is they customize your learning plan. So each and every one of you will have an individual learning plan through IXL due to this original diagnostic test. What math has done in the past, right? We started last fall. We uploaded map data, and that was good. But over time, you got better and you progressed. And so that map data was not as up to date. So what this diagnostic tool does is it sets a baseline, builds a plan, and then you're going to do about a 10-minute or so diagnostic every week from here on out, and it'll reset your learning plan so that it's always up to date, giving you the tools that you need to progress. So if you want to tackle this thing and just get after it and improve, all the tools are there sitting there waiting for you. So anyway, it's going to be great. So let's go down here to the dining hall cleanup crew. So as we did last week, we've got some different responsibilities because the high school is on Discovery Week. So that means they are scattered all over the planet. We've got, I think, a couple of groups in Africa. We've got a group in the Dominican Republic. We've got a group working at a zoo in Florida. We've got some groups doing some stuff here locally in Colorado. But yeah, they've just scattered all over the planet. So, but that does mean then we are the last lunch crew for the day, which means we are responsible for wiping down the tables, folding them up, and moving the tables off to the side over by the carpet. And so this group they've got an extra burden, but that's just kind of the way it is. You're just going to have an opportunity to serve others. So you're going to be a little bit late to recess, later than normal. But we appreciate you serving. So McKinley, Lauren, Raya, Josephine, Eva, Brody, and Tobin. So we're thankful for your service, and it's going to be some extra minutes up there. But please know that does not go unnoticed. One of the cool things, in just a couple weeks, we're hosting a speech meet here with a number of other schools. So we are thankful to 8th grader Wyatt Smith's mom and Mrs. Naylor for helping us organize this. It's going to be quite a feat. It's a day off. And so we're just praying that that's a great day. So I'm sure it is, but nonetheless, hoping it's a great day for them. It's just a lot of work, and it's going to be worth it. So anyway, next thing is Alice in Wonderland is February 29, March 1, and March 2. So that's next week. If you want to show up and support your classmates and this is our elective, please do so. So again, it's February 29, March 1, and March 2. So looking forward to that. They've spent 2 full electives working on this production of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. So pretty cool. I think that's about it for me. So let me just dive into church notes. Church was really interesting this week. I struggled quite a bit, just in general with it. But sort of here's my takeaways. So it was out of Leviticus, and we talked a little bit about Hebrews as well. So basically, we want to know what the meaning of the cross is. Like, what does that mean? God has been warning his people to not enter into his presence too casually. He's a holy God, and sometimes it's not safe to enter that space. It's not that he's unreasonable or grumpy or anything like that, but he doesn't want us to also take him too lightly, right? And so we need to understand this. There's some things about us that we do that are just not acceptable. There's some choices that we make, some words that we use, how we treat others, how we treat our own bodies and ourselves that are just unacceptable in God's sight. And so then there's that sense of, as we start kind of beat ourselves up a little bit, and I'm as guilty as anybody for beating myself up over some choices, that I make, or things that I say or do, or whether it's as a husband or a dad or a friend or a colleague or a principal. So God doesn't just sort of give us this wink at human sin. But what he says is, you are incapable. So in Leviticus, they're sacrificing goats and all this stuff, trying to appease God. And what God says is, man, you can sacrifice all the goats you want. It's just not working. It's not enough. So God says, I know the answer. I know the answer to all the sin. I'm going to send my one and only son to die on the cross for you. Because you're clearly incapable of managing this on your own. And yes, you can sacrifice all the goats you want, burnt offerings, all that. But what God says is, it's just not enough. So let me take care of this for you. My one and only son, I'm going to die on the cross, and it's going to, and he basically says, Jesus' sacrifice is enough. Jesus' sacrifice is enough. Again, all of your sacrifices and everything like that, it's not enough to wipe out all these sins. But Jesus' death is enough. And so now God says, due to me sacrificing my one and only son, you are now welcome in the presence of God because Jesus died for you. So it's like, man, I've been trying to think, what can I do to make God love me more or forgive me or wipe away my sins? And God says, there isn't really anything you can do, but there is something I can do, and that is sacrifice my son. So anyway, I thought that was pretty powerful. That was my takeaway from church. So hope that resonates with you a little bit. And we'll see you in the halls. Take care. Bye.